Hello and welcome back. We're starting a really quick sort of mini unit on area. Well, what's area, first of all? Well, it's a noun, and it's the amount of space inside the boundary of a flat object. So how much space does the inside take up? That's what we're asking. We're going to start with the area of parallelograms and triangles. Here we go. The area of a parallelogram with a base of b units and a height of h units is base times height. Now, any side of a parallelogram can be called a base, and the height of a parallelogram is the perpendicular distance between any two parallel bases. Let's try this one. Area equals base times height. Well, the base is 30, the height is 18, so 30 times 18 is 540 meters squared. Don't forget to label it. We can also find the perimeter and area. So for this one, we've got a base of 18 and a height of 16. So the area is 288 feet squared. Now, if we want to find the perimeter, that's just the distance around. So we know that if the bottom is 18 feet, so is the top. But what's the side? Well, to find the side, we can use the Pythagorean theorem. 8 squared plus 16 squared equals x squared, the hypotenuse. And we can solve for x, and we get x equals 17.9 feet, which means that the other side here is also 17.9 feet. And to find the perimeter, we can just add all of those together. So we've got two 18s, two 17.9s, and the distance around is 71.8 feet. Let's try another one. All right, now for this one, we've got a 45-degree angle. Opposite angles of parallelograms are equal, so up in this top left corner, that's also 45 degrees, which means we now have a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So if we know the hypotenuse of that triangle is 15 feet, we can divide by the square root of 2 to get the side to be 15, divided by root 2. So now we have a base of 30 and a height of 15 divided by root 2. Just plug that into your calculator and we have an area of 318.2 feet squared. For the perimeter, we've got, two 15s, two 30s, that's 90 feet. Now for this one, we have a degree of 60 in the bottom right corner, which means the upper left corner is also 60 degrees, and this time we've got a 30, 60, 90 triangle. We also know that all the sides are congruent, so if that bottom side is 24, we know the left side is also 24. That's the hypotenuse of our 30, 60, 90 triangle, so we can find the short side by dividing by 2, and we can find the long side by multiplying times the square root of 3. Now we have a height of 12 root 3. Now we can finally find the area. Area equals base times height, so 24 times 12 root 3, 498.83 inches squared. And the perimeter is 2 24s and 2 24s, or just 4 times 24, 96 inches. Now let's talk about triangles. The area of a triangle with a base of b units and a height of h units is 1/2 base times height. And like a parallelogram, the base can be any side. The height is the length of an altitude drawn to a given base. I'll show you how it works. So we have a base of 24, a height of 28, so the area is 1/2 24 times 28 meters squared, so 336 meters squared. Here's another one, and again, we're going to find the area and perimeter of this one. So in order to find the area, it's 1/2 base times height, but what's the height? Well, using that triangle on the outside and the Pythagorean theorem, we can solve for height. 3 squared plus h squared equals 5 squared. So h squared equals 16, and we have a height of 4. So now the area is 1/2, 15 times 4, or 30 centimeters squared. Now to find the perimeter of that shaded area, we also need to find the hypotenuse again. So what's that? Well, we can use the Pythagorean theorem. 15 squared plus 4 squared equals x squared, and we can solve for x, giving us a hypotenuse of 15.5. Add all the sides of that triangle together, and we get a perimeter of 34.5 centimeters. Let's look at this from a different perspective. The base of a triangle is 4 times its height. If the area of a triangle is 242 square millimeters, we need to find its base and height. Okay, well, the base of a triangle is 4 times its height. So we'll say the height is h, and the base is, well, 4 times that. So we know that 1/2 base times height is the area of 242. Now we can solve for h. Let's get rid of that fraction first. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2 to get rid of the fraction. So I've got 484 equals 4h squared. Divide both sides by 4, I get 121. Take the square root of both sides, and I know the height is 11. 4 times that will give me the base of 44. So that's the area of parallelograms and triangles. Next time, we're going to tackle trapezoids and rhombuses, and we're also going to cover circles and sectors, all kinds of things we can find the area of. Thanks for being here for the introduction.